that is not, repeat, is not a bimetallic £2 coin. Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Bungle Collects. I will soon be going through £740 of £2 coins, looking for the rare and valuable ones, the ones that are worth more than £2 printed on them, and hopefully we'll find a couple or one that we need for the album at least. So this is the £2 part of my album. I need Commonwealth Games Wales, Commonwealth Games Northern Ireland, so the two rarest £2 coins in circulation. Need a Rio handover and an underground train, so I'm optimistic I'll find one of them. Got a few oddities and special ones in the back there. So let's get on with the solo £2 hunting. So there's £240 in that bag, and there's £500 in this bag. So there, I withdrew these from the post office. Not sealed or anything, I just get what I'm given. And a little bit of a funny, there we go, look at all them lovely. A little bit of a funny story to go with it. So I got the £500. Oh, I'm going to go with that. There's some loads of commemoratives in there. So I got the £500. I withdrew that, and then I went to withdrew the other £240. And instead, and give me the £240 worth of £2 coins. And instead of withdrawing it out of my account, they actually credited me £240 by mistake. So at one point I was £480 up. There's our first one. This is a nice one. It's a keeper. Although I say that, I keep if they're in nice condition. I don't keep many of these. Relatively low mintage, but not super rare. That is a golden guinea. And a guinea is a splendid thing. That's what it says around the outside. That's the act of the abolition of the slave trade. That is only going to be worth £2 because it is very common. Mintage wise, we are looking at round about 8 million. I've actually got my old £2 coin map there, so I'll be able to tell you exactly what it is. 8,445,000. Shoo. Yeah, so I was £480 up. Of course, I contacted them and went back and give them the money back, because yes, it's the right thing to do, of course it is, but at the same time I really appreciate them keeping the coins to one side for me and allowing me to withdraw them. So it's the least I can do. What an interesting story nevertheless. Right, there's another one, and would be over face value I think if it was in better condition. It's a little bit grubby, this one. It's a little bit grubby, this coin inside. Sorry, I know I absolutely know that I cannot sing. So yes, that was the Robert Burns, where my old acquaintance be forgot. Mintage, do I know off the top of my head without looking? It's a keeper for some, so it must be in and around between 3 and 4 million. 3,253,000 of that Robert Burns were minted. So it's not, it can be a little bit over face value, but not particularly desirable. So I don't keep them. I tell you what I am going to do, and I probably won't do it on camera because it might make the video too long, but I am going to check every edge inscription of every £2 coin that I find today and check that it is correct, because it seems that as time goes on, more and more, ooh, there's a nice Britannia, more and more edge inscription errors are coming to the fore. That's a 2016 Britannia. That's a definitive, the one that replaced that technology design. Got I didn't mention the Army Centenary there as well. Super common, the Army Centenary, 9,550,000, and will only be worth £2 as long as I've got a hole in my backside, because there is so many of them. There's another one. I am checking for rotations because we know that the rotations of them have turned up. So anyhow, on the Britannia definitive replaced that design. I'm sure you may know, you might not. And the Britannia mintage, 2,925,000. I think it's a little bit over face value. I think it's worth £3. Oh, I thought I'd actually found one for the book there. Come back to that in a minute. It's the other one I need. Oh, there's a horrible fake. Spotted straight away. That is such a problem with £2 coins. But anyhow, so this is a definite keeper. The Underground Roundel. Silver fine. Oh, shame it's got that little blemish on there. Mintage wise, let's have a little look at the old, I used to know these off the top of my head. It will be, it's Mind the Gap, this one, isn't it, on the outside? Yeah, Mind the Gap. And it is going to be 1,560,000. So a definite keeper. Worth £4. Maybe it's even £5 if it's in better condition. This is a fake. You can tell by the colour. The Queen's facing the wrong way. Portrait, not too bad, but certainly not correct. IRB, not too bad, but certainly not correct. The hologram in the middle, so there's no hologram whatsoever, look. That you do get a little bit of that bit right in the middle. You can see how it's you can't quite see it, and you see it in different lights right in the middle, whereas that one is just a straightforward. You can see it, and that's that. And have you got the artist's initials? So the artist's initials should be around here somewhere, BR, and they're not there, are they? I'll show you on this one where they are. Down here, look, B and R. Can we zoom in a bit more? The guy who designed it, you see, just at the end of here. Sorry, my fingers are a bit dry, but there is nothing there. So it's a definite fake. Nightmare. No matter. What was I going to say? Did I say I'm going to check every edge inscription? I am. They do seem to be turning up. Not turning up, but coming to light. So the most recent one is the that one, and instead of having for King and Country around the outside, it has the whole city in dreadful flames, which is the edge inscription from the Great Fire of London. We already know that there's a edge inscription error with the comedies, which has got for King and Country, not comedies, tragedies, Shakespeare tragedies. It's got the for King and Country edge inscription that should be on that one. So I do know, because I've been in the Royal Mint a few times, I know how they're minted, and they call them outers and inners. So the outer ring is made separately to the inner ring, the inner pill, and then when the picture's put on, they're stamped together and they stay together. So the outer rim is made separately. Well, actually no. I assume that the stamp first, and then they go through the rimming machine. All right, yeah, so they probably just didn't. Yeah, well, the logic, what I was trying to get to there, there's a ramble on. What I was trying to get to was, if we know that the edge inscription for that one is on the tragedies, so had they made the outers first and then just put them in the machine together, but yeah, I assume they'll stamp them first before they go through the rimmer, because as they go through the rimming machine, it would squash them if it didn't have the inner pill, or potentially make them a bit egg-shaped. So that might be rubbish. But anyway, so I actually think it's just worth checking all the edge inscriptions. It doesn't take very long, and I'm thankfully I know them off the top of my head. I might not know them verbatim, so that's the Richard Trevithick. I may not know them absolutely word for word, but I can very quickly tell by looking if it was right or not. So I'm going to do that just in case I find one with the wrong edge inscription. And yeah, who knows? Because there's a few. There's that one. There's also it's on one of the Brunels, the Brunel portrait. I think the one with the picture of Brunel on it. There's the DNA double helix. A nice variety. So one with the Brunel, the man on. That's been known to have the wrong edge inscription, to have the one for the Guy Fawkes coin. Remember the 5th of November. So I think there's enough out there just to check. I should really check for rotation errors as well. In fact, I should check every coin for little oddities and things like that. But I don't always. But I am going to do that, what I just said. There's another one. Loads of these armies. I think loads have been released around the northeast. 9,550,000 of them. And I think we found most of them. Oh, there was also... Oh, no. Yeah. I was going to say there's something else about them, but it wasn't. That was it. Wrong edge inscription. the whole city in dreadful flames. There's Charles Dickens. That's common, not only the 8 million mark, is it, Several? Where are we? Charles Dickens. Come on, see you somewhere. Or something will turn up, yeah. 8,190,000. So that'll only be worth £2 for as long as I've got a hole in my backside. That was a Shakespeare comedies. That's another St. Paul's. Another one of them. Another one of them. Do I have a little doofentangler? Do I have a little, put the keepers or the better ones along the bottom? Should go along the top, somebody told me. I think they're right. It's doing all right though. That fake's nasty. Nasty. Does anybody collect fakes? I know some people do. I've got quite a few. Not through choice, really. Ah, there's Brunel. There's one. That's the one with the arches. The arches of Paddington Station, celebrating the engineer's achievements. He did a lot, did Brunel. Have a look. Pretty much built everything from London out the way through Bristol, past Wales, and over the Atlantic. So someone told me anyway. I don't know the specifics. I might be thinking of the Clifton Suspension Bridge. I could be making that up. Anyway, he's a clever guy. There he is. Right on cue. Yeah, sometimes this edge inscription doesn't say Isambard Kingdom Brunel, engineer, and the date of his birth and death. There is one with remember the 5th of November. There's another. Told you I find loads of these. Imagine I found the whole city in dreadful flames. That could be worth a few quid, that, you know. It's not very well known. That was another comedies, and I'm sure we will get histories and tragedies to complete the hat trick. So I'm going to put that there next to comedies. So yeah, we know that one's got an edge, definitely got an edge inscription error. Not the actual coin, but that design. Anyway, shut up about edge inscriptions, Bungle. Just check them all at the end. And tack it out. What I'll do is after I say goodbye to everybody, and we've gone through the plum finds, and hopefully found something for the book. Right at the end might be, oh my word, I found an edge inscription error. That's all I'm going to say for the time being. Oh, there's a nice one. Trinity House, that's another over face value coin. About £3 worth, I would say. I know it might not seem a lot, £3, but it is. A 50%, there's another Marconi, 50% increase on the face values. That's not bad, is it? You know, if I went through a bag of houses, said, oh, there's a house, and all of a sudden said it's worth 50% more than what you paid for it, you'd be impressed. Just a shame it's such low value. And of course, they're quite hard to sell because they're not particularly desirable £2 coins, certainly not compared to 50p's. And where do you sell them? eBay takes all the money and fees off you. There's another St. Paul's. St. Paul's, there we go. That's a new one. Lord Kitchener. Looking out for the one that doesn't say £2 on this side. And Lord Kitchener with his big bushy tash on the other. There's another Brunel. Achievements. Put that there, so the little mini set there from 2016. Are together. Got a bit of poster open as well. Debating whether to do it on this video, whether it might get a bit long because I'm going through £740 worth, and I talk a lot, so I might save it for another video, especially for getting on. I might do a bit of editing of this, although I don't think I've shut up, so I probably won't edit it. I don't want much to chop out, but I'm already just about to hit 50 and So that there is histories. So that is the hat trick of Shakespeare coins found. Shakespeare set 2016. Completed it, mate. Here we'll do a little edge inscription. Edge hunt. There's a waffle on that much about edge inscriptions. Is there anything on there that doesn't say standing on the shoulders of giants? Why did I go that way? Make it easier. No, I think they all say shoulders. So they're all going to be technologies. Let's check. Well, that was boring, wasn't it? Bit of an anticlimax. Let's try this one. Try this one. I was super close up. Try this one. Shoulders. Ooh, shoulders. Shoulders, shoulders, shoulders. Ooh, peace, goodwill. We've got a magnanimity. We've got a St. Paul's there. God, does that look thick, that? Oh, oh, hang on. Goodwill. No, it's got a date on it. That is not 1945. In peace and goodwill. That is not. Repeat, is not a bimetallic £2 coin. So that will be an old style £2 goodwill. Is it the dove? Is it the peace dove? It only is. Get in there, you absolute sexy beast. That's the third time in my solo hunts that I've found an old style £2 coin. I thought it looked a bit thick, a bit different. Get in there. Beautiful. Ah, tell you what, where do they come from? I don't think they've ever officially been demonetized, so they are still, you know, well, they'll always be worth £2. You can always go to the bank and say, can I have £2 for this? But I'm sure someone said they were never officially like demonetized. But yeah, where do they come from? Right, we've got another one of them, and another one of them, and another one of them. But we have got something new. That is the Rugby World Cup. So when they changed in 1996 from the thicker, like a big thick round pound to £2, when they changed from that to the bimetallic in 1997, the bimetallic £2 coin. So two different metals. Two different colours. The first commemorative was this one. But it's only worth £2. And that one's very grubby as well. I wonder how much it's worth, that piece, Dove. Be interesting, that. It'll certainly be worth at least £4. It'll certainly, oh, another one of them. It'll certainly make up for the fake that I found. You know, that's worthless to me. That's nice. Roger Burns again. Much nicer condition than the first one. So that probably is worth £3 or £4, that one. And I find the older £2 coins. I always imagine some old woman who's been keeping £2 coins for ages and just goes and cashes them in at the post office. I'll show you in the book. The other, if you haven't seen it, the other older £2 that I found. That'll be the third one. Whoops. And another one of them. 4 bags left to go. What other treasures await? And another one of them. Is this going to be nice? No, it's another one of them. Is this going to be nice? No, it's another one of them. This is going to fall over. It's going to touch the camera shortly. There's that many of them. Is it another one of them? Oh, it's another one of them. Lots of comedies. Remember when they used to be scarce? Ah, Lady M's favourite coin.
Hi everybody, Lady M here from Bungle Collects. So just wanting to let you know, you can become a member of the channel. You can do this via YouTube. You will then have exclusive access to our monthly members live stream where we do some play along games and have some prize draws. And you'll also have access to our exclusive emojis. So get yourself along and become a member. Thank you.
Oh, and a DNA double helix. Lovely. So 150 years of nursing around the outside of that one. And I found one of these, haven't I? This is the second one. third one. Oh no. More of a Richard Terrific there. Right, last bag. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. You'll catch me on some of my solo hunts that I tend to upload on a Sunday. There's another rugby. But Lady M and I always, or more often than not, upload 2 videos a week of us hunting coins together. 50p's. And if you want to go a step further and become a member of the channel and pay 99p a month, you can join us once a month on a members only live stream. Right, I tell you what I did, I'll just show you these. I had these stacked in the corner. This is just a couple of interesting finds to find you. Tech guy. So my son, Matthew, who looks after all things technical for me in the channel, he found this in his chain, so you got a little bit of cud there on the end, look. A little bit of extra splodgy metal, that's pretty cool. And Ellie got the previous co-star of Bungle Collects. She got this in her change. Falklands, 20p with a sheep on. Awesome. So I've snaffled both of them away. Cool. Right, let's talk about the plum find. Well, we're going to give honourable mentions to the Trinity Lighthouse, the 2016 Britannia, the Golden Guinea, and the oh, can you see that? Oh, you can't even see them. There they are. Honourable mentions to them. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this would be the plum find of the bimetallic era, and this is the plum find of the single metal era, and just an all-round fantastic find. Super. Right, let me show you the book. I have to show you this mail later. I'll do it on another video. So yes, I've got the United Nations for Peace. I've got the Commonwealth Games from 1986. And now I've got 1994's Peace, Dove, End of the War scenario. I could do almost do a date run here. But now there's 7. There's 7 of them. I've got 3 out of 7. I'm going to have a little bit of a rejig, aren't I? Why did I keep that 2014? It might have a rotation. Yeah, I'm going to have to put them in a different order. Right, anyway, I have waffled on far too long. Do please subscribe, like, turn your notification bells on. Leave us something in the comments. Let me know what you think about. Let me know how you think I've managed to find 3 of these over my single coin. So yeah, in the comments. Right, I'm done. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.